Nike just released the fifth colorway of the Air Jordan 2 Retro in the last 7 weeks, and they finally got it right. Today we got this OG edition, white, black, varsity red, and cement gray, and the shoe is very reminiscent of the Air Jordan 2 Retros that released in 2008 as part of the Collezione packs. You may recall back in 2008, Nike only released Air Jordan Retros as part of packs, and the packs added up to the number 23. So there were two shoes, the 2 was paired with the 21, the 1 was paired with the 22, and so on and so forth. In recent years, Nike's been retroing all of the cool Air Jordans from those packs. And just today, we got the 2s. And now Nike's done the 2 all the way through the 13. And they just told us a few weeks ago that they're going to be retroing the 1 in white and black, except this time it's going to be in OG style with Nike Air on the tongue. And those shoes will for sure sell out, just like these 2s did. The crazy thing about that is go back to 2008 with those Collezione packs, and the ones with the 1s and the 2s did not sell well at all. Actually, a lot of them didn't sell well at all. And that might be because of the inflated price point of $310 or the fact that Nike was making you buy 2 pairs of shoes at once. Of course, the packs with the 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and so on sold out like crazy. But the 1s and the 2s didn't sell well because you were forced to buy 21s and 22s. In recent times, with all the hype, all these shoes are selling out. Come on over here and have a look at this pair of Air Jordan 2s that just came out today. When you look at the upper of the shoe, you'll notice right away that there's no Nike swoosh on there. After the Air Jordan 1, Nike removed the Nike swoosh from the upper of Air Jordans. And after the Air Jordan 2, the Wings logo that you see on the tongue was replaced with the Jumpman logo. So you'll notice this beautiful faux lizard material on the upper of the Air Jordan 2. That material is supposed to connote high class and luxury. And basically the Air Jordan 2 was designed in Italy. Nike used this faux lizard skin to make the shoe super high end and super duper luxurious. Now, interestingly, in Michael Jordan's second season, he was actually injured. He broke his foot. And he only played 18 of the 82 games. He was injured for 64 games. And actually in that second season, MJ averaged 37.1 points, which was his highest single season scoring average throughout his entire career. But anyway, when MJ came back from his injury, instead of wearing the Air Jordan 2 high, he mostly wore the Air Jordan 2 low, like this pair from 2004. This is a pair that I wear all the time. I think they're super comfortable, super clean. They actually remind me of Air Force One lows. And that's not a coincidence because the designer of the Air Jordan 2 was the same guy that designed the Air Force One. And his name is Bruce Kilgore. And he actually had the help of Peter Moore, who designed the Air Jordan 1, and they came together and designed the Air Jordan 2. And then a year later, Tinker Hatfield took over the Air Jordan line with the Air Jordan 3. But anyway, this pair reminds me of the anniversary that's about to come up. In 2005, Nike celebrated the 20-year anniversary of Brand Jordan with these cool boxes. Then, for the 25th anniversary of Brand Jordan, we got this case for the Air Jordan 1, along with a bunch of white and silver Air Jordans because the 25th anniversary is the silver anniversary. Next year's the 30th anniversary, and I've been wondering what Nike's going to do. We found out just yesterday that Nike's going to hike the prices up and also raise up the quality of the shoes, which also reminds me of the Air Jordan 2, which was really all about quality. So you'll also notice that I'm fumbling around with these basketball cards, and I gotta put them on display because, believe it or not, these basketball cards have a lot to do with shoe collecting. Check them out. These are Michael Jordan's second-year basketball cards. You've got the card from the 87-88 Fleer set, and then the limited release sticker. Back in the days of sports card collecting, particularly basketball cards, there were 132 cards in each set and then 12 stickers, and the stickers were for all-stars. And so basically each year, each player would have 1, maybe 2 cards. And it reminds me of the way shoes used to be, where Michael Jordan would get a shoe each season, a couple colors, maybe a few different colors, but that was it. just like 2 cards per year. Nowadays, it's crazy. I mean, think about it. We've gotten 5 different colorways of the Air Jordan 2 in the last 7 weeks. The Infrared 23 came out, the Concord, the Nightshade, the Iron Purple, now finally this OG colorway. But that's 5 twos in 7 weeks, which is more than what was released back in the day when MJ was in his 2nd season. So anyway, when Michael came back from his injury, he wore the Air Jordan 2 low, but more than that, he wore the Air Jordan 1. Come on over here to the 25th anniversary case. We gotta break out the best pair of shoes in my collection. It's a pair of game-worn Air Jordan 1s. And it comes with certificates of authenticity. Let's start here. And you'll notice right here, it says, during the 85-86 season, Michael Jordan broke his right foot and missed 64 games before returning in March, and wore a 13.5 shoe to allow for the extra bandaging inside, which has been verified through the Michael Jordan Foundation. So basically, MJ came back after breaking his foot, his ankle, and he was wearing the Air Jordan 1 and the Air Jordan 2 low. This is a pair of game-worn Air Jordan 1s. You may have seen them before, but I want you to look at them up close. This pair is autographed right here. You'll notice that the shoes are very scuffed up. Michael Jordan wore this pair of shoes a lot. Later on in his career, he actually wore a new pair every game, but you can tell from the way that this shoe is so worn out that he wore it more than a game. For sure he wore it more than a game. And then this pair right over here is a size 13.5. Have a look right there and you can see 13.5 on the right. TYPS means that the shoe was made for a player. Old Air Jordans and other old Nikes that end in TYPS mean that they were player exclusive models. So remember, we've got a 13.5 over here. Let's now break out the left shoe. Beautiful right over here. Nice and worn out. I mean, look at the scuffing on this pair of kicks. MJ definitely wore this pair of shoes for more than a game. So let's go in here and have a look, and you'll see again that TYPS, but you'll also see size 13. So size 13 for the left, size 13.5 for the right. This is my favorite pair of shoes in the collection. I'm really excited that Nike reissued the Air Jordan 2s. I'm also excited that they're going to come out with the 1s in white and black. It'll be amazing when they decide to release the OG Chicago Bulls colorway. This color shoe was only ever released in 85 and then retroed once in 94 with Nike Air on the tongue. But you know Nike's all over it and they're probably going to do it soon.